Ukeme, save your marriage. Save your marriage, Ukeme. There is nothing out there for you to leave that marriage just because your husband asks you to remove your children.
Ukeme, please go back to your husband. Go back to your husband. I know why I'm saying this. There is nothing out there. Whatever you expect to see out there, there is nothing out there. There are millions of girls looking for husband, looking for a life partner. They couldn't get it. There are so many girls in their 30s, in their 40s. They just want to have a man, even if the man doesn't marry them. Let the man take responsibility and let them have a child. And God has already given you 2 children, 2 boys. And then you got this young guy, a strong guy like that. And he got married to you, wedded you, and you were living happily, even though at the time this thing that happened. Fine. But let me tell you, one of the reasons why they don't want your boys to live with you is because you have 2 boys. If to say you have 2 girls, they wouldn't mind. Your husband's family will not mind. They will say, oh, before you know it, they will get married and leave the house. But them being boys, they already know that those boys will be with you for a very long time, and that whatever you get, you are going to give it over to that boys. Like to those boys, like if you buy a land, that land already belongs to your boys. But if those boys are his, he will know that whatever you are getting it for his children. So now it's like competition of love, because all your devotion will be on those boys. And another thing, if you have started having children for him immediately, they may not mind, because your children will be the one to take care of those children. But they don't have enough patience. They should have patience for you, because you are still at the age of having more children. But their fear is that, what if you don't have children for their son, and their son and something happens, whatever their son have will go over to your own children. So because of that, they already have fear, because in African mentality, getting married is not only for companion. Getting married is for having children, and he needs children. So for the fact that he is going out having children with another woman is normal, because most men do that. It's not because of you not having children for him. Most men do that, but most of them, they ask the woman to remove the belly. But for the fact that he's trying to have children, and he already know that you have your own children, he will want that woman to keep the child and keep it away from you as long as he can. The reason you should go back is because he loves you. If he doesn't love you, he will just bring in that woman while you are still married to him. But he didn't do that. All he asks is for you to take your boys away. Even though that was rude, because you don't have anyone to take care of those children very well. And for them to say to take the children to your mother, that is wrong. But what you should have done to save your marriage is to ask him for like 2 more years. By then, all your children will be in secondary school. You try your best to put them in boarding school in Lagos, not far away, in Lagos, so that you can be able to go visit them anytime. They will already be coming over during holidays, and they go back to school. Children grow very fast. Before you know it, they are through secondary school. You can put them in university. From there, they establish. But the fact that you left because of your children, you cannot be tied to your children all your life. You have your own life to live. Because as you are single, because of them now, they will grow up and get girlfriend, get their wife. Most boys, they don't take care of their parents that much. It's women. If you have a daughter, daughters are the ones that care for their parents. So you shouldn't sacrifice all your life just because you have 2 boys. You should have found a way, like sending them to boarding school. I'm not asking you to go and keep them to live with anyone. Just send them to boarding school. Ask him for a time. When they're in secondary school, send them to boarding school close to you. I know that you can afford it. Then you continue with your life. Then the fact that you found out that he had a baby, it shouldn't be a problem to you, because you know that if he has that baby, he wouldn't be disturbing you to have a child for him that fast. There are women that got married and started having babies immediately. They already have 6, 7 children. Their husbands still go out and have 20 children outside. So it's not because of that. There are people that have girlfriends, they got married, and they're still going out to meet their girlfriends. Even if you are living with him, he will still go out. So it's not your fault that he is going out. A man that wants to go out will go out. Just imagine what has been happening while you are in Abuja and he's in Lagos. He might have been sleeping, the woman might have been sleeping in his house with him all this while. While you are loving and caring for him, he will come and visit you guys and go back. Just thank your God that you didn't contact any disease. You better go to hospital and check yourself for any infection, because men can be mean. You know, how can someone be deceiving a very loving lady that cares for him and very hardworking? So that is life. Most 80% of men, they do that to their women. They don't have conscience. And the fact that you dated him and before you married him and he still did that, that is to show you that life no balance. So that is why you need your family close. If you are with a man and you fight off all your family members because you love him, the time that he will bring out his character, you wouldn't know how to go back to those your family members. Would you believe that you could have gotten more help if you are in good terms with all your family members? But you see, men will come into your life and try to help you push away your family members. You will think that he's with you. The time he will betray you, or they will open up what he's doing behind your back.